This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Shout out to our VIP number one trade group. Over 130 members joined the first month. This is London. Let's talk about the triangulation and play on Bitcoin. Hit the like button if you trade Bitcoin. Now, in terms of the right-hand side, I want to show you a probability chart. This is what we focus on in VIP. All right. Now, in terms of that, guys, incredibly successful trade group. We've had $1 million traders. We are known for creating $1 million traders. Shout out to our former champs and incoming champs on that regard. Let's talk about what we do this different. We look at probabilities. People will typically ask, well, is price going up or is price going down? We know the appropriate question is, what is the percentage chance that price will go up? What is the percentage chance or the probability that price will go down? Looking at the roof structure, you will say, what is a roof structure? Essentially, look at Volkowski Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. A roof structure is anytime that you have half of a diamond structure. That'll probably put it into some nice context for you. You're probably familiar with a diamond bottom, right? We would have an expectation of a diamond top or a diamond bottom. A roof structure instead is half of the diamond build out. So we're painting ourselves into a corner in this section. I will shout out to the VIP, let you know we have a 42% chance as you look at your capital exposure. We have a 42% chance of moving to the upside. Looking at the framework here as we would measure. And guys, we're looking at a CPI report tomorrow, October 13th at 8:30 Washington, D.C. or New York time. Okay, we're looking at a release of that CPI report. Now, in terms of the roof formation, that half diamond formation, the important fact is the following. Looking at the measurement, and I will take off our fire and ice indicator. Beautifully catching trades every single day in the back. Let's look at a few of them, and I want to go over the details in terms of, guys, we're going to go over the details on the measurement. I want you to see the measurement on this half diamond formation. Now, looking at the, just look at the, every day we have incredible returns. Who's a part of the trading today? I think it is Arturo. Let's take a look, and guys, these are a back room full of guys. A lot of good wishes for me on my birthday. Thank you very much for that, guys. It's a pleasure, birthday present, just to be trading with you guys. Looking at Venus, near 3 wide triple-digit returns, a long 113%, a short 133%, and then a near 100 on another long. Congratulations, Venus, our number one contributor and just top trader. Got to say that, guys. He's doing really, really well. We got a lot of top traders in the back and a lot of competition. Looking at Arturo in the back, 3 trades as well, a couple smaller ones, 132 and the large one on a short. Congratulations there. We're going to go over the details in terms of the roof. What is the important facet of the majority of the market, those retail traders that you want to steer clear of, guys? Big groups, just to let you know, big groups, retail traders, etc. Like, everyone wants to join the popular guy. I'll just tell you, everyone wants to make the $1 million together, right? With 1 million people making $1 million. Guys, that's not how it works. Refining your approach, the exclusivity of a real solidly built group is the approach. We had 130 members the first month. I'll tell you, that was a good number. We are refining our product suite with Bybit development team right now. With Bybit development team, yes, we're building VIP Trader. Absolutely, guys, for you all, to include our indicator suite, to include just the top expression of design functionality. So you look at your technicals, guys, you're going to love it. Now, in terms of the potential move to the upside, 65%, and the important part of this, as we would look at 32,000 as a target, would be this amplitude formation. And you can see what the VIP have already been shown here. Look at this. Measure the height of the roof from the central peak to the horizontal bottom for upward breakouts. Add the height to the price of the peak to get a target. Add the height to the peak. Boom. There you go, guys. Stacking that on top is the technical approach, the proper technical approach. Thereafter, we have probabilities of reaching the half height target is 76%. What's the probability of reaching the full height target? That full height target, you see, guys, to that 32,000 would be a 62% chance. So as we deploy our capital, these are the things we are looking at. Now, this is not a new idea for the roof, guys, or a new idea. If we were to look at how, let's say, an ascending triangulation would come into the mix, how it would compute with our capital exposure, what I'll say is the following. We are always looking at the probability involved, and we want to be a part of those trades where the probability It's not an idea or a gut feeling or a hunch or a hype. We want to know, where is the probability maximized? Where can we get in touch with, let's say the probability of an 85%, if I could zoom in on this, an 85% chance. Here we go, guys, like an 85% chance. Let me see if I can pull this over just a touch. On an ascending triangulation that we would reach half the height of the target. When we start seeing 85% on a trade in terms of a probability on a breakout, okay, or a break, let's say a breakout to the upside or a breakdown to the downside, and we're going to pay attention to this specific pattern, and I want you to please, guys, join VIP if you want to beat the market. That's the only requirement, is that you want to beat the market. We've had BlackRock, we've had JP Morgan, guys, we've had from Credit Suisse to Barclays to guys, every military division around. We've had guys that have set the standard in and around industry and organizations, and we're excited about the level of competitiveness of the VIP. It is I'm just going to say men amongst the boys, and we have plenty of wonderful women as well in the group, but that is very much the approach. We're not softies, we're tough guys. The market requires you to have some fortitude, and that's what we pride ourselves on having, guys. It's just the mental discipline, the framework to be able to approach the market like men amongst the boys. So in terms of that, also, you women, shout out to the VIP. What's up, ladies? You're doing great this year. Now, in terms of flat top resistance, ascending line of support, what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the ascending triangulation. I've brought up the probability snapshot. This is information from where, guys? From Bolkowski. Okay, Encyclopedia of Chart Patterns. That is, along with the New York Institute of Finance. New York Institute of Finance is where Wall Street goes to school. Guys, men amongst boys, what is it? That's where Wall Street goes to school. And with Bolkowski, I'll tell you, it's the most thoroughly developed and most comprehensive empirical data, okay, study over the preceding, not just day or week of what's going on with Bitcoin, but the preceding 4 or 5 plus decades of chart patterns. As we look at an ascending triangle, we put it into the context of the preceding decades. Boom, guys. Looking at how this specific chart pattern, the ascending triangulation, how does this perform, right, on the entirety, on the collective, to give us some reasonable expectations in terms of that probability, so we know how to deploy our capital. Bottom line, guys, we're not a guess or a hype event where we're looking at the question is, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? That's for the guys, that's for the boys, men amongst boys. We want to know, what's the percentage probability of it going up based on all the empirical evidence, all the empirical data. You got it right, guys. Separate yourselves with your dedication to the technicals. Separate yourself with VIP. Now, looking at tomorrow's framework for the CPI index, understand that the expectation is a return, guys, to the 40-year high. 40-year high. As per Bloomberg, we always recommend you guys watch and listen to Bloomberg in the back. Big deal. It's like $4 or $5 a month. Make sure that you're plugged into Bloomberg without a doubt. Now, in terms of the charts, we always give first dibs to the VIP. This will be a part of the framework of VIPtrader.com. If you want to advance your trade game, your skill set, I will know that. We'll all know that because you'll be joining VIP. J-Mac, way to go, brother. Love to see that specific chart in the back. He's just pointing out a crossover on the 4-hourly. It's not a fanciful idea. It's not a hype situation. That's a tactic from New York Institute of Finance that will also be included on VIPtrader.com. We're really excited about that in that VIP development. Let's see that Bybit development team daily, guys. We are in the grind daily. Now, why have I brought up the ascending triangulation? Let's look at this real quickly. Now, the ascending triangulation has expectations, okay, to the upside and to the downside, and we have currently a conflict on the ascending triangulation. Now, the expectations to the upside is something you're all very familiar with, right? We would take this amplitude and stack it, boom, on top, without a doubt. Bam, bam, right? That's the expectation. Bulls can perform, bam, to the upside. That's the normal expectation, normal measurement, common measurement. But what we would also look at is the breakdown. Read into here, guys, okay? Add the result of the price of the horizontal trend line upward breakout, or subtract it from the breakout price downward breakout. Meaning, a breakout to the downside, boom, we take that amplitude down, okay? And that's relevant right now to the extent that we're looking at this level of support in and along that 18.5, guys, call it 18.5 if you will, looking towards breaking down from this pattern, the roof, that half diamond. What do we know about this, guys? What do we know about the roof scenario? Is that the breakdown target is going to be, let's say it's going to require a break down, right? And we're going to carry that amplitude down. Now, that would be about let's say over a 40% drop, boom, or a 65% rise to the upside. A lot of volatility expressed within this pattern as we paint ourselves into the corner. And the reason I've brought up the ascending triangles for the following. We have been looking at, and I brought to the attention of a few folks while we were cutting an earlier video. We were cutting an earlier video. I was trying to get it out, but looking at for instance, the 77-minute. I want you to take a look at the 77-minute and the hourly. The 77-minute is a specific time frame that I would recommend kindly that you pay attention to the 77-minute time frame. It is custom. It still shows us within that level of support. Now, if you go to the 4-hourly, how is this relevant? Well, on the 4-hourly, clearly, take a look at the 4-hourly. We are well far down and below. If you guys will look at this, always check multiple time frames. You say, well, London's checking too many time frames. Well, I can tell you guys, you'll find information on certain time frames that's highly relevant. So we look at that 77-minute time frame, wherein we are still within a level of support based upon the preceding pivots. So that's important as we would structure out that flat top resistance. Boom. In that ascending line of support. The 77-minute, my favorite time frame for an alternative view, is just something off the standard beaten path, is going to show that we're still in conformance and actually on support. So I brought up this specific pickup as a challenging pickup for traders who wanted to be involved on the breakdown of a bullish pattern formation. You understand that, and I'll say it's not an easy move with the level of support being variable. And I'll just say that we have that downside target on the 4-hourly, clearly, because we've broken down from that ascending triangulation, okay? And even on the hourly, it's a closer look at that hourly, where we have maintained, if you don't want to go to that 77-minute, we have maintained on that hourly where we were pushing down there and below, right, the level of support. Let's go ahead and tighten this up on the hourly. And yeah, this is a little bit more dangerous on the hourly. This is how I recalled it, why I went to the 77-minute. But looking at that hourly, for instance, we're just cruising along underneath this specific level of a dual hit support back up into that level of resistance. So your saving time frame right now is the 77-minute. If you bulls cannot help yourself but go long, hey, don't worry about it. If you want to find some rationale in that, yes, what I brought up would be this bell formation, right? This expansion formation. Anytime that you break the level of support, I let you know that is it's registered with Bukowski, with the foremost experts, as being a pickup zone, a pickup level. Anytime you break this level of support and you have this increasing volatility, we want to be involved typically from this level. However, it is complicated. It's not a clear, all systems go, fully confirmed move. Understand, sometimes we have full confirmation. Other times we don't have full confirmation. When we have variability from the candle wicks, you guys know, from the candle wicks to the multiple time frames, where we're hunting for an expression to still, let's say for instance on the bulls, to still justify, right, a measure, a bullish measure or sentiment, I'll tell you the following. It's a good time to follow the rules of buy at support, sell at resistance. Trade your patterns and hit your targets, and only, guys, in terms of your level of exposure, 1/100th of a comfortable amount of expendable cash. Bottom line. Don't go heavy, guys, on, I'm going to say this, on your specific pattern trades. Now, VIP are doing very well on Fire and Ice. You guys know our proprietary, guys, we wrote Fire and Ice. Very excited about it. Looking at the pickups, it's going to give you that fire line for value. It's going to give you that ice cold short line. Then you're going to have a golden short line. Let's go to the 15-minute. Let's take a look at how Fire and Ice has performed only for the VIP, but look at how it wraps around the price, guys. Look at how we're just getting into a golden short situation right now. I will always remind the VIP that if you look at a flat top resistance here and an ascending line of support, we're always cognizant, we're always aware as we trade with our indicator, the possibility of, and we'll go to the candle wicks here, the possibility of a pattern play, which would essentially break range. As long as we're in range, and I tell you guys, as long as we're within range, we're looking at swing trades, and we're looking at fire and ice being the secret weapon in the market. Always be aware of your patterns in play. And for instance, that's how the back rooms and the new guys looking at the this is a perfect breakout, nearly perfect breakout scenario, at least in terms of the pattern performance, flat top resistance. They send a line of support here on the 15-minute. But you'll just see how well these golden shorts, boom, 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 bam, 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 guys. Just it's like rapid fire machine gun target practice, guys. It's very, very nice to be a part of. So, in terms of trading, I'm not sure you guys all right, target practice, but that's what we like to say with 100 rounds, okay? With 100 rounds, we like new traders to get involved and to complete the process of going through a high volume of trades before you become overexposed in the market. Learn to trade first, guys, then learn to trade heavily. That's what we'll say. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. The specific CPI index tomorrow, I'll let you know. We have many VIP who will be hedging. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, former hedge fund owner, private, non-SEC, not financial advice. If you do not know how to hedge, then I say, hey, you got an invitation to learn. Just join VIP. Bottom line, we are the guys. We're the group amongst the groups, and I would just tell you, in the forefront of the groups. We're excited about that in 2022 and 23. Excited about the progress of our traders and the market as a whole. I just tell you, as we paint ourselves into this corner, the limited volatility in this area could complicate a hedge for purposes of tomorrow. Make sure that you scope that out and that your leverage and stops are in line with this reduced expectation in terms of the volatility. Please pay attention to that, guys, and measure your leverage and your stops. Okay, and if you're using your leverage as a stop, etc., we can discuss that in more depth, how you would actually do that. But this is London with Bitcoin Spike. Looking forward to your joining VIP. If you're new to the channel, guys, #1 VIP group, period, #1 trade group, $1 million traders. We're in the business of building them. You can join with this specific link here if you want that next level TA that's shared by Wall Street. Bottom line, shared. Where Wall Street goes to school, we're going to equip you with that, guys. Not the next Johnny-come-lately channel or this and that. Where Wall Street goes to school, we want you to have their materials. We want you to be able to compete with the best of the best of the best, guys. And VIP is the place to do that. In terms of the specifics here, this link will get you the opportunity to join. Make sure once you join or hit that join button on a desktop computer, put I am VIP. Boom. Put I am VIP, guys. Then on that first pinned tweet, that'll put you in touch with me. I will make sure that you are put into the winner circle, that you have access to our exclusive indicator, and guys, we'll put you in the winner circle. Want to thank you, Venus. Thank you, Sidra. Thank you. Look at this, guys. From Arturo to Victor to Luke, everybody to J Mac to Steve. Cheers to all of you. Thanks for wishing me a happy birthday, and hopefully we'll have some good trades. That would make my birthday complete. You guys have some great trades, and let's kill that CPI index report. We want a shock to the system. I'll tell you what we want is a shock to the system. Bottom line, that system being the market. Nothing else. No shock to family, shock to this. No, we want a shock to the market, and we want to trade it, guys. We love price action. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. Pay attention to your patterns. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance. Trade your patterns, guys, and hit those targets. And always remember never to be overexposed at any higher price. And remember, we were the group from the very top telling you heavy cash reserves. Boom, 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 guys. You heard it. You heard it consistently from me. Boom. Nobody else gave you that advice, and I'm excited to have done that. This is London with Bitcoin Spike, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.